Hey, okay, so that was the first night. It could have been a little bit better, I think. I ended up shifting around a lot to the point where this air mattress was just moving all around. I guess next time I'll have to find something to keep it in place. But I ended up sleeping halfway on it, halfway off. And then, for as much as I was moving around, my sleeping bag did a complete 180, and I was suffocating myself with the little head portion. So there's that. I was also sleeping on the elbow pads of my motorcycle jacket. Over here, the air mattress got shifted up, but my jacket's behind me. So all in all, it was a pretty uncomfortable night. My back is pretty sore, but once I get up and start moving, I should be okay. So I'll break down in a couple of minutes, and then we'll head out to the Florida Cavern State Park. So should be a pretty exciting day.
Well, I made it to Florida Cavern State Park. I thought I was doing a lot better time than what I actually did. I left at around 8:30 in the morning, and I didn't get here till a little after 12, which based on the directions shouldn't have taken me that long. But I did hit a lot of traffic and stuff like that. But so when I got here, all the camping sites were full, and I hadn't made a reservation. But one of the park rangers checked and was able to get me into the absolute best spot, which is slot number 34. So if you do come here, go for 34, 35, or 36. These ones are secluded from the rest of the other ones. There's about 15 other campsites on the other side over by Blue Hole that they're all pretty much grouped together. So if you come here, you'll only have to deal with these three. And the two other people that were staying here just left, so it's literally just me for the time being anyway. But that's okay, because I'm close to all the amenities, which are right behind us. Actually, I'll turn the camera. It'll get a little shaky here, so I apologize for that. But so I'm on top of a hill, and down there, I don't know if you could hear the music, but there are some a couple of pavilions over there that you can hang out. On this side, I have I don't know if you can see it right over here. I have all the showers and things like that. But if you go back straight through there is a Blue Hole. And then tomorrow I plan on going to the caverns themselves. I already checked with the guy to see if I'm able to take a GoPro in there, because I know a lot of them get a little weary about light sensitivity or filming and all that stuff. So he said it was okay. So that's pretty good. Everything's going good. I've had no issues. My only concern really is the weight issue on, for the bike itself, but for the containers. I think the stress on it's a lot more stress than I had anticipated. So I'm just concerned about the bracketing, attached to my bike, but that seems to be okay. I'm going at slower speeds than I usually would go. So just to compensate for that. And that's really it. I'm very thankful for buying Abley apparel. I've been sweating my ass off, and these shirts they're amazing. I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 or 4 days now, and it's pretty incredible. Yeah, I would like to change at some point in time. What I did notice in my rush is I only ordered one of the short sleeve. So I'm gonna have to go to some kind of store and buy another shirt, sadly. But other than that, everything else is okay. I'll stay here for a couple days and then move on to New Orleans, where I actually rented a hotel. So I'm looking forward to that and then taking a proper shower. But yeah, for now, things are going pretty good. So over here, you got the roly-poly. I don't know if you can see that little guy. And then you have this massive dude right there, which sadly he is dead, but he is really soft. He feels like what I would assume the alien would feel like. Their alien head. But he is pretty massive. And I found him, I'm sure he's living under a log, because that's where I found him. So, pretty interesting. I hope the camera can pick it up. This is actually the first time I've used my selfie stick on my GoPro here.
You know what I absolutely love about state and national parks is that despite the heavy volume of traffic going in, once you go to the different little spots within them, there's not that many people. Now, granted, it's 6 o'clock in the morning right now, and there's absolutely nobody out, and the park doesn't open for another 2 hours, but, you get the idea. Because yesterday, around 5 o'clock, this entire area was just dwindling. There's a couple people over here fishing, but that was pretty much it. So it was nice to have come out here. I mean, there was essentially no mosquitoes either, which was really good. So it was pretty cool to come out and listen to all the bats. I watched the last one just go up there not too long ago. So yeah, it was pretty nice to have this place all to myself.
So when you're going on a cave tour, how awesome do you really want to look? Do you want to be the guy that is wearing a GoPro on his head and also has a selfie stick with a GoPro attached to it? No. I take that to the extreme because you have both plus a camera. Because anybody that's ever done a cave tour knows that being as cumbersome as possible is the most effective way to get through a cavern. So we'll see how this works out. Well, look at that. I still have this entire section all to myself. But there may be a reason for that. So I just got back from the cave tour, and I talked to one of the park rangers. Apparently there's a pretty severe storm coming this way, to the point where all the schools and local colleges have shut down for the day. The wind's been picking up here, and apparently there's supposed to be tornadoes somewhere around the Panhandle. So I'll prepare right now. It's supposed to hit about noon time, and I think stop at around 7. So there may be a lot of book reading in my future. So, all right, let's go get prepared. Hey, so the storm is here. So it's about 12:30 right now. The most severe part of the storm is supposed to hit around 2, and then extend on out until 7 o'clock. Hopefully it stops raining from then, because I want my tent to be able to dry out as much as possible, because I'm going to try to leave early in the morning to head out for New Orleans, because that's going to be the longest portion of my journey thus far. So I'm looking at something like 6+ hours of riding, and I want all my gear to be as dry as possible, because I don't want any of that condensation or water in those storage containers, and getting into the electronics or anything like that, or just destroying any other stuff that I'm bringing along with me. So yeah, I'll probably try to take a nap here shortly, and then read a couple books, and then go from there. But for now, yeah, just enjoy listening to the rain. So I was just about to go get my iPod. I left it in one of the containers outside. But right as I was opening the door, the rain started coming down a lot more. And not only that, but lightning struck a tree right behind me. So now I'm kind of nervous about going outside. So I'll wait it out in here and see what happens. The storm has passed, or so I think. Actually, it was supposed to stop at 7, and it's only 5 o'clock right now, so that's really good. I already went down to the restrooms and took a shower. And now I'm in the process of eating dinner, which consists of corn, my green beans, and my spinach. I have a can of beans over here, but pinto beans, which I was going to eat, but the temperature is like the low 60s, and that's not bad, but
I can't start a fire because all my firewood is now soaked. And eating cold beans is just not enjoyable. So I'll work on the spinach and see if I want to tackle the beans. But yeah, so for now, it's drying out my tent and then moving on to New Orleans.